Hello everyone, today I'll be talking on the topic, the 3 different kinds of narcissists. I'll be using the Karpman's drama triangle and the yin yang sign, okay, 2 of my reused props from previous videos to explain this whole phenomenon. Okay, let me just dive right into it. Talk about the victim narcissist. Okay, to be a victim narcissist, you need to firstly be a narcissist. And what is a narcissist? Narcissist is a person who believes that they are fully white with no darkness within them. They can only see what's good in them and reject what's bad. So that's not a very sophisticated understanding of yourself, because you reject a whole chunk of yourself and it gets repressed. At least that's what a lot of religious beliefs think of. Taoism, balance between light and darkness, good and evil. Within every single individual, you need to have a balance. And also things like analytical psychology also believes wisdom lies in a balance between the spirit of the times and the spirit of the depths. It's a very complex way of saying, again, balance of light and darkness. So the victim narcissist believes that she is fully white. There's no darkness within her. So whenever she feels like she's being persecuted or being given unfair treatment, not treated up to her level of expectations, she will immediately fall into a victim mode. But then she cannot defend herself because she has no aggression. All her aggression has been sequestered into this small little shadow inside her. So she just holds it all in and goes back and bitch about it to all her friends, her family members, her spouse, and reputationally destroy others. Why? Because she's the victim narcissist. Okay, so what is the remedy if you are the victim narcissist? So this is a role that a lot of us have inhabited before, including me, the victim narcissist role. So what is the remedy? The remedy is to unlock the shadow. Individually unlock this shadow, unlock the aggression, and tell the person off right there and then. I think this is unfair treatment. I think you're being very rude to me right now. This is not a level of treatment that I'm going to deal with. I'm telling you now to stop it. Stop stepping on my toes. Stop disrespecting my boundaries. If you stop, I'll still be your friend. But if you don't, I'm checking out of your life. Draw very firm boundaries. Then you will stop being a victim narcissist. Why? Because now you are also, in a way, risking your own pureness by seeming aggressive and seeming unhinged in order to enforce your own boundaries. You're taking a risk, right? So you're no longer able to say that, oh, I'm so white and pure, because you're not. And you're now becoming realistic, and also you're snapping out of the narcissism. You're becoming an adult, individuating. So awesome, huh? Okay, next up, the second kind of narcissist, the rescuer. So people like me, counselors, psychologists, doctors, anyone in the helping profession tend to like to be rescuers. So if we're not careful, we become rescuing narcissists. Okay, so what's that? Look at this. You think you're so white and pure. There's not even any darkness in you. As a result, right, you have right, you actually have the gall to think that you can be the knight in shiny armor to come and rescue anyone from their crisis. You think you're so big until that you have this ability to come and dispense some kind of golden advice and change somebody's life. Okay? And the worst thing is that as you're rescuing the victim, right, you totally disidentify from the persecutor, say that you are nothing like me. The sins that you're guilty of, I've never experienced it before. So you say, you are the ugly persecutor, I'm nothing like you. I'm nice and big and pure. So I have the right to persecute you in order to rescue the victim, okay? So you see that? Narcissistic again, all white and no darkness. All the seed of the darkness, even though you may not have been involved in whatever abuse that's going on, the seed still lies within you, or you have done it without knowing it a few years ago. Alright? So what's the remedy? The remedy is this. If you ever have the hubris to want to rescue someone, which I highly don't recommend you do, but if you ever do, when you talk to the persecutor, the person who's so-called bullying the victim right now, you come from a stance of understanding, like, okay, show some empathy, like, I suppose this situation is hard for you as well. It's not nice to bully someone, and to be so assertive. There must be something that is bugging you, and I can tell you that I'm not innocent of it. I also have my times of behaving like that too. That's why I relate with you. Come, have some empathy. Let me sayang you a bit, okay? Right now, you still have the choice to stop it and let the victim learn at her own rate. You don't have to persecute her. And you also don't have to darken yourself and drag your own reputation through the mud by being the bully. You don't have to. Just let her learn at her own pace. How about that? And I tell you, whatever you're guilty of, I am also guilty of it too. So you're not alone in this. We're all on the journey together to shake off our need to dominate others. And that's alright. Okay, so if you can talk like that, you're no longer a rescuing narcissist. You become a true coach. Got it? Okay, next up is the persecutor, which I so-called alluded to just now. The persecuting narcissist. I'm so pure and so white. I don't even have this shadow within me. I don't even know it. Even if it's there, it's just like so totally repressed until it probably doesn't exist. So I'm so pure and white. So if you dare to pull your shit on me, I'm gonna give you one hell of a scolding. Sounds familiar? Yeah? Okay. So that happens quite frequently, like when you see, and it's probably classified as entitled behavior. But it doesn't end there. It is always like, you come and visit my house. I pull out my best dishes. I cook my best food for you. I bake my delicious lemon cake for you. Then when I go to your house, you can cook up some stupid instant noodles for me? How dare you do that? That is just so... there's no sense of basic human decency in that. You are disgusting. Okay, hear that? So that is what? That is you being the persecuting narcissist as well as the victim narcissist. So in order to become a persecutor, you first set the stage by giving like overwhelming hospitality, overwhelming amount of care, so that you can set the stage of being so wide and so generous, right? What is the remedy to this third kind of narcissism, the persecutor kind? Firstly is to know when to stop giving. If you are not a generous person, then don't act like a generous person. Because a really generous person will just keep giving and expect nothing in return. Even if you keep giving and the person do nothing but scold you, you still give because you love. And that is true self-sacrificial giving. Don't just give to set the stage up for the ultimate blow, which is next time I come to your house, that you'll never meet my level of hospitality and then I can persecute you. That's the ultimate game that a persecutor plays. First starting as possibly a rescuer, then becoming a victim, and then a persecutor again, right? Rapidly oscillating roles. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful. Before I close, I want to close with a critique of other people talking about narcissism. Okay, so there are lots of very good YouTubers talking about narcissism. People like Dr. Ramani, I love her, learn so much from her. But the ironic thing is that when she talks about narcissism, she comes from the I'm okay, you're not okay stance, which is actually quintessentially a very narcissistic stance. It's like, I'm okay, I'm not narcissistic. Let's talk about that bunch of narcissistic people out there, this big group of weirdos that are hurting a lot of people, but I am not narcissistic. So ironically, in the quest to defeat the narcissist in this world, she's slightly narcissistic. But don't tell her I told you that, okay? Because we still need to learn a lot from her. She's a psychology professor. There's so much I learned from her. I'm just trying to highlight the irony in that. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful to you. And okay, it's a small little advertisement. The person who does my hair is this fantastic guy called Max. So I just came back from a hair color and haircut. My hair's really short right now, but I like it. So if you sort of like this look and all the previous looks that I have, the curly hair, straight hair, all you have to do is to contact me and I will link you up with Max, okay, to get your hair done. Thank you so much, and if you found this video helpful, just press like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you and God bless.